The last year has been absolutely fantastic. I did start at 2 days a week and moved to 3 days a week. And I love working out with John. Everything has been fantastic. I trust him immensely, and I've never had that with a personal trainer before. It's exciting. I love working out with him. Definitely recommend him. In fact, I have one of the colleagues working out with him now. Whatever you can do, work out with John. So one of the best things working out with John is the variation. The variety of things that we do. The workouts, no two are the same. However, over time I've been able to see the progress. So certain moves are the same, certain items that we do are the same. However, the workout itself, the combinations are fantastic. Variety, I get bored very quickly. And I need lots of variety, and that's been the one thing. If I were to come in and let's say 3 days a week and do the exact same thing every single time, guarantee you week 2 I'd be done. But the fact that every single workout is different and I never know what to expect, it's exciting. I love that. I like the surprise, like, not really knowing exactly what I'm going to be doing that day. But then when John takes the time, goes through especially the new things, and explains exactly why we're doing it, how we're doing it, and starts throwing those into the routines, then that's been phenomenal. And I really feel like I'm getting the whole body workout every single time. Even if we're concentrating on upper or lower, I do get very good full body. I have had several personal trainers in the past. Biggest thing most of them have not really listened to what I wanted to do, and I'm not really wanting to build up and get super fit and do Olympics and what have you. All I really want to do is day to day, be able to climb the stairs and without losing a lot of breath and energy, and carry items and just really go hiking and do my cycling and things like that. Simple things that I've not been able to do. And in the past, personal trainers, they really pushed with certain equipment, and I do have injuries. So it always seemed like within 6 to 8 weeks of working out, I would re-injure. So I never had a lot of luck with personal trainers, and I was very skeptical. However, I did put joy in on all of my weak areas, all the way from ankles, knees, hip, shoulders, you name it, all the right side. And he's been very aware of those past injuries, and technically watching what I'm doing so that I don't re-injure. And anytime I've gone to do a new move or technique, he's always worked through those techniques, explaining how to do it properly, watching carefully, and if I deviate, always ready to pull me back on track. So with my injuries, the biggest concern has always been my knee. I've dislocated my knee now 4 times, and I have been afraid to do squats, lunges, anything that puts too much pressure on that knee. The best thing is, in the past year, I have been able to do all of those things, building up gradually, learning the correct movement with especially lunges, working through those. But it's like we've been building up those muscles and the tissues around my knee, especially, to make sure that it's stable. Very important wrapping techniques, and when to use it, so that when we are doing any heavy lifting or any heavier weights, to make sure that everything is stable. And that has been probably the biggest area for just my lower body with my knees in particular, because up until a year ago, even running, I used to run regularly, and I couldn't do more than about a mile without having severe knee problems. And now, say I'm up to about 2.5 miles comfortably, and can do that several days a week without having any problems. So definitely the knee is a lot stronger than it has been, and I've learned what not to do. You know, those movements that really are not going to be good, and that's the same with my elbow and shoulder as well. Certain movements that I cannot do with those overhead squats, not very good. So I avoid doing them, but replace it with other activities that will actually help and strengthen those areas. There are several big things. First of all, weight's coming off, the inches are dropping, but bigger than that, I've been a borderline diabetic for about 14 to 16 years, and I could never get my glucose levels and things under control. After the 6 months of working out, changing my diet, doing all these things that need to be done, my physician was actually very happy because those numbers are starting to come back down into normal ranges. So that's on the inside. We're making good strides in getting all my numbers right. The other thing is my attitude. I'm much more confident, happier. So many people that I have known for a long time, they said, you know, a year ago I was not the happiest person on this earth. Far from it. And yet I saw a lot of people December, January time, and they're just like, you're happy. You know, what's changed? What are you doing? My girlfriend in New York, I talked to her on the phone, she goes, I can hear it in your voice. What are you doing differently? Because you're a happy person. And that's probably the biggest change, is that I'm not a person who likes to work out, and I admit that very freely. It's always been one of those things that, you know, I felt I had to do, not wanted to do, and that's actually changing. I look forward to it, and when I have an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I go, what do you want to do? What can I do? I will. I'll jump on my bike and go for a ride, or I'll come down here, get a workout in, and I actually enjoy it. So yeah, attitude has changed completely, and I'm